You want me to ask my questions first?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, um, is there something you don't want me to ask? Because I want to be. I want to be.
You can ask me whatever you want.
Okay. Um, how did your initial problem with Bo start?
Him playing my live in his live.
Okay. And what did you say in response to that when that happened?
I didn't do anything the first time, but when I decided to go live privately, I said, well, he can't play it if I have it on private and I'm not following him and he's not following me.
Right. Okay. And then what happened? What happened at that point?
He had other people come in and play my live on their backup account.
Okay. And you had an issue with that, right?
Yes.
You had. I'm sorry. And you had an issue with that, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And then what was your response or your reaction after that took place?
I was pissed the fuck off.
Okay. What what about it pissed you off exactly? Like, what did you
If
feel
I
like?
want to hold a live, whether it be private or not,
Oh, go ahead. My bad. I'll go ahead. Sorry. Oh, she said, hang on. Okay. She'll be back, y'all. While she's um, busy, can y'all tap the screen for me? Tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen. I appreciate everybody coming through. Tap the screen. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate everybody tapping the screen. See, get some music playing while we waiting on her to come back. So to recap, basically, oh, she dropped. Okay. So basically, what happened is we're trying to figure out. Um, I was trying to figure out initially why, and get Tracy to Omega to explain what her initial issue with Bold was, and I'm trying to get the timeline of that, and to figure out what happens at this point, or like, is she willing to resolve that issue with him or whatever. So that's kind of what we're going through right now. Just to be clear, because we've only been hearing it from, I'm sure a lot of people have only been hearing the story from one side, and we want to hear Omega's side of the story and see what she has to say about everything. So that's what we're doing right now. I guess we'll wait for her to come back. In the meantime, I don't know what else we want to go over. I feel like it's I feel like it ain't enough people in here to really like go on what I want to go on to. But I feel like I'm done, don't know where to run. I've been trying to take your thought out of my mind. If you need a fight, maybe we could start. I feel like my dad becoming undone.
It's unreasonable. I know you're.
Keep tapping. I appreciate y'all for coming through. So people say, if people are outraged because they say I quote unquote threatened Bold, I find that hilarious. Because what was said was, and to me, it's a threat. I'm not gonna say it's not a threat. It is what it is. It could be a promise. It could be a threat. Whatever y'all want to take it as. I'm sure it's not the first time he was quote unquote threatened on the app, and it won't be the last time. With him being the person that he is. But just know that it didn't come from for no reason. I know he's gonna make it seem like that. Like, oh my God, I was threatened for no reason. I'm the innocent guy. All I do is sing opera in my parents' room. You're like, come on, bro. You know you be doing some fuck shit and saying some fuck shit. So it was a reason why that was said. So I don't know if you guys remember, but like 2 days ago, he held a live, and I only saw the little end of it. I guess he had to end it. QB was going off about me. She dropped my government name, saying all type of egregious shit about me. I didn't hear it. I only saw a clip of it from the end part of what she was saying. And of course I'm going to be outraged by that, right? Of course I'm going to be upset about that. Who wouldn't? You know what I mean? Like, you allow people to drop my information and say all this shit about me, right? Bold allowed that to happen, of course. And then he comes back like everything is cool. Nothing was said about that, right? Nobody said nothing about it, from what I understand. So you think I'm not gonna have a problem with that? I know that this person purposely pits people against one another, and he's purposely been trying to get people against me, like turn people against me, pit people against me. And he takes people he know that has issues with me to fucking fight his battles, right? So that's what happened earlier in the day, prior to me making a quote unquote threat. She goes off on this rant, says all this shit about me, right? Cool. And then he also was in T-Bone's live, and he says, well, Kevin said that was talking about how I don't have resolution, I don't have resolve in my room, but he was involved in a lot of shit that was going on in my room. And I'm like, bro, that's a blatant fucking lie. If you go back, I'm not in those videos. Like, you can go back to whoever posted them on their YouTube, Pineapple Twisted Tea or whoever. When it was people in those rooms and it was 6 versus 1 and they was doing what they was doing, I didn't participate in that shit. I never participated in it. That wasn't my thing. Actually, I was the one of the few people in that room during that time that was the quote unquote moral police, and used to call shit out. Like, bro, if I see something that was said that wasn't right, I'd be like, that ain't right. I would go against the crowd, and I would catch a lot of heat for that shit. So that's why I kind of fell back from doing it. So for him to blatantly lie on me, to say I participated in shit when they was like going at Bell, or when they was going at other people in his space, that's a fucking lie. I didn't participate in none of that shit. I was never cool with that shit. That's not my thing. I don't do that shit. I don't sit in boxes where it's 6 people and join in or going against one person. That's never been my thing. I don't think that's cool. I'm not a fucking bully. I don't think that shit is cool. I don't think it's cute. None of that shit. It's fucking weird to me, to be honest. But those are the 2 things that happened earlier that day prior to. He didn't tell y'all those parts, right? I got a clip of the Queen Bull thing. I can play a clip of that. It's a short clip, so I don't, you know what I mean, whatever. Y'all can take it, because I know people like receipts. So this is part of why I was upset with him prior to that threat being made, quote unquote threat, if y'all want to call it. So hold on, I'm about to play it.
You're obsessed with Rachie, and you're obsessed with Bold.
So I don't know what prompted her to say this.
No, you follow me. Why? Because you're obsessed with me.
Y'all hear it?
You're obsessed with Rachie, and you're obsessed with Bold. You stupid fucking bitch. You're a fucking weak motherfucker who can't get over the fact that people put you in your place for being a fucking abuser, for being a fucking manipulator, for being a fucking malignant.
So he ended it, I guess, after that. But she was going in, and there was parts before that. I don't have that part. I didn't hear that part. But that's the part that I got. So I'm gonna play it again.
So you follow me. Why? Because you're obsessed with me. You're obsessed with Rachie, and you're obsessed with Bold. You stupid fucking bitch. You're a fucking weak motherfucker who can't get over the fact that people put you in your place for being a fucking abuser, for being a fucking manipulator, for being a fucking malignant.
So y'all tell me if y'all heard that, somebody saying something about you like that, and they dropped your government name, you wouldn't be mad about it? You wouldn't be mad about it? Especially knowing the person who platform is on got issues with you, and that's the type of shit that they do. They set up shit like that, and they ain't try to stop it. I'll give you an example. Prince was on my live a few days back. Prince said he was gonna drop somebody's full name, drop somebody's name in my live. You know what I said? I said, no, you're not doing that here. That was me taking responsibility as a host, which everybody can do if you host your own lives. I know people will say, well, you can't control what people say, but you can set boundaries. But the reason why that boundary wasn't set for her is because he doesn't like me. So he doesn't give a fuck about what anybody says regarding me. Now, let it would have been him, he would have been crying. If I would have let somebody come over here and go and drop his full government name and say all this egregious shit about him, he'd have been fucking crying about it. That's my point. Even though I don't like him, I would not have let that happen to him on my platform. So that's why I was mad. Along with him lying, saying that I joined in on the shit when they was berating people and shit in his space months ago. I had nothing to do with none of that shit. Find me a video where I wasn't into participating in that bullshit. Find me a video where I participated in that bullshit. I'll pay a motherfucker $1,000 if they find a video of me participating in that type of shit on Bold Space. You not, because he a fucking liar. Okay? So when he's talking about, oh, I got threatened, oh, blah, 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 this is why the fuck he got that threat. He ain't fucking innocent. So y'all can go believe that bullshit of, I'm so devastated, that motherfucker threatened me, if y'all want to. Remember, I don't start shit. I respond, and I'm gonna finish it. And I'm gonna finish it. So just know that. I'm gonna show you something else too. Is Omega coming back? All right. So here's the other part of this. Remember how I had that ceasefire live and people were like, oh, Bo's not coming. They tried to make it seem like we was constantly asking him to come. I didn't constantly ask him to come over. When I figured out he wasn't coming over, I just let the live run the way it was going to run. So let's be clear. You know what's funny, though? He fucking pretended like, oh, he didn't want no resolution. He didn't want to come talk to me. But now, Moral Police, your DM's about to get exposed. Because I'm sick of this shit. And I don't like doing this shit, but bro, this some fuck shit for him to run around and pretend like, oh, I don't want to resolve issues with him. Then why the fuck did he send the Moral Police in my DM saying that he was willing to have a conversation with me after I held that live to have a conversation with him, saying that he wanted to have a conversation with me on their platform? Why in the fuck? Make that make sense to me. And I said no. Because I gave him the opportunity to come on my platform and have a conversation. But then he running around pretending like, I don't want to make amends with him. Then why the fuck is the Moral Police in my DMs talking about having a conversation with you? And if you think I'm lying, I'm going to show the receipt right now. Moral Police, my bad, but this shit need to be cleared up because I'm tired of the fucking lies. So if Bo didn't want to make amends with me, why the fuck is y'all in my DMs asking about making amends with Bo? Saying that he said in T-Bone's live that he wanted to have a conversation with me after I held a fucking lie to have a conversation with him, and he made a fucking mockery of it and tried to act like he didn't want to make have a resolution. Y'all be letting these motherfuckers play in y'all face. I'm pulling up the DM right now. Hold on. Shit, wow, bro. You don't say it's fake. Cause I know y'all like to spin that shit, say DM fake. I'm gonna show me going into the DM to show that it's not a fucking fake DM. Hold on. I'm gonna get to you, Omega, 1 second after this. After this, I'm gonna show this DM and I'm gonna bring you up, man. You could talk about your situation. Hold on. Damn, I was on mute the whole time. Oh,
You were. I
I
thought you did
just
that on purpose.
Fuck, I didn't know. No, I didn't know. So basically, I showed the DM that the Moore Police said that, and T-Bone Live Bo said he'd be interested in having a conversation. Would I be interested? I said, nah, why he ain't come to my live yesterday? Fuck him. Thanks for the opportunity. So my thing is, why he going around trying to say, like, he ain't willing to have no conversation, he ain't willing to have no conversation, and trying to talk shit about me hosting that live. Nigga, why would you say that in T-Bone's live? That you want to have a conversation with me after I held that live and got the Moore Police asking me to have a conversation with you. Like, y'all can let him play in y'all face if you want to and study lie to you, but he not finna play with me. So that was the DM that I showed to show that I'm not lying, that I think it's weird as fuck for him not to act like he don't want to have a conversation when I held my live, and then later on be like, saying T-Bone's live and had More Police asking me about having a conversation with him, and then backtrack on that shit and be like, I never wanted, there's no resolution. Like, he's a fucking liar, bro. Now Tracy gonna tell her story, Omega, whatever, as to how her issue with him started, because he lied about that too. All right, go ahead. So you said that you had an issue with him, people going back and forth streaming your live or whatever, so you can finish there.
Yeah. And when I caught wind of who it was, I said, all right, cool. So I'm blocking Bold, I'm blocking this person, and I'm blocking that person. Damn right. If I want to hold a private live, I have that right. Ain't nobody paying my phone bill like everybody says. It ain't your account. You didn't create it. So if I want to hold a private live, I can hold a private live. And why is it sneaky? Or why is it this or that? Oh, but he don't police people's lives. He don't police people's lives. Why is he policing mine? Why is he doing that to me?
I agree.
And I'm a bitch and I'm racist. Okay. He didn't call Omega a bitch, but he called her a racist bitch. Is that still not calling a fucking woman a fucking bitch?
And
Oh,
let's be
wait.
clear, he didn't think you were a racist until that happened. He never said that
Oh,
to you
no,
prior
I
to
wasn't a
that.
racist bitch then when I was
Exactly.
coming to his live.
When he was a mod in your space.
Yes, he was.
Exactly. You weren't racist then. So what
No, no,
changed?
no, I was not. But I'm a racist bitch now. Gotcha. Gotcha. And if I want to move away from spaces that I just don't no longer want to be in, I don't owe no motherfucker a motherfucking excuse. Period. You ain't my husband. You ain't fucking me. You ain't feeding me. And you sure as hell ain't financing my ass. But I'm a racist bitch. Gotcha. Right. I'm a bitch.
And she only became that after Bo, after she blocked Bo. Before that, he was cool with her, had no issues with her. Let's be clear. That's what I find strange. You know what I mean? She wasn't racist before that, but now all of a sudden she's racist. So here's my point in what I was saying about, and he's mad because Craziness posted the video. Whatever. He gets mad when anybody calls him out on his bullshit because he needs to be called out on his bullshit. He likes to stir pots and he likes to see other people's mess, but once he's involved and his feet is held to the fire, he don't like that shit. But I'm glad that Craziness posted that because it needed to be highlighted because he tried to make it seem like she had an issue with him for no reason. And it's like, bro, you sat up there and called out her name for no reason, bro. For no reason. She ain't did. What did she do to you? Because she blocked you out her space? That's weird. Get over it. You grown. So what? Respect her boundaries. She blocked you out of her space. Move on. It is what it is. But nah, he wanted to cry about it for the next week. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, this 50-year-old man is doing this. You know what I mean? Like, not respecting people's spaces and boundaries and stuff. I mean, this is how my issue with him started initially. It's like deja vu all over again. So I will say this, because this is another thing I wanted to clear up too. He thinks that I'm telling Omega to not be cool with him and all of this stuff, right? And my issue with him is not her issue with him. Her issue with him is her issue with him. Omega, what am I telling you and have I been telling you to do with this situation lately?
You've been telling me to have a conversation with him and fix it.
Exactly. What do you know, guys? The person who he wants to paint as the villain and hate everything and hate everybody is telling people to resolve their issues with him. Contrary to what he gonna put out and tell people, I'm not trying to turn nobody against him. They just starting to see his true colors. I'm telling people to fix it with him if they want to. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, y'all got to stop believing all of that shit because he make it sound sweet and good because, you know, you like his space because it's messy and it's entertaining. But the nigga be lying. Like, let's just be clear. So Omega, what do you want to do from here?
Nothing.
So no
have
resolution?
A conversation with someone who constantly talks about you, calls you a bitch, this, that, and the third, lies on you, assumes shit, right? And what have we always been told from the time we were little up? Don't ever fucking assume.
Yep.
Because when you assume wrong. And you're wrong.
Yeah.
So, and let's get one thing clear. If I don't want to have a conversation with a man, that is my right and that is my choice. And if I want to have an argument with a man, oh, no, I don't have arguments with men. No. Again, you ain't fucking me, feeding me, or financing me. So why the hell would I have a conversation or an argument with you? You ain't worth it. A waste of my time. And also, if a man wants to step in, I'm going to let that man step the fuck in. Because at the end of the day, it's a man having a conversation with a fucking man. And that's how I roll.
Right.
And no, I didn't ask Kevin to defend me. I didn't ask no one to defend me. Let's get that one straight right now.
Well, anything else?
No.
I think that was beautifully said. So,
also, FYI, I haven't been talking about Bold.